Welcome to Doing Philosophy. Are you ready for another discussion on love? I'm Alan McPhee, and today I am hosting a continuation, that's the right word, of our previous discussion on love. I said I would create a lecture series on this idea. In this meeting, the second video on this topic, I want to give structure to what I previously mentioned. To accomplish this goal, I created this PowerPoint that's in front of you. The PowerPoint outlines how I am envisioning structuring, not this topic, this conversation. If the vision changes, I'll modify it, but it really captures what I see is the way forward. So we ask, what is love, philosophically speaking? Which means I want a deep, fundamental answer to this question. I say, to answer that question in a very significant way, philosophically, these things in front of you must be understood. You must have a strong sense of the emotions and their distinction from the feelings, and also the role of intelligence in the emotions and feelings. Then you must go through the controversy of the various objects of love. Some loves are good, and some loves are considered to be forbidden. And the expression of love. How do we express love? And is one better than the other? Are they all just expressions? And this notion that kind of haunts us a lot, the idea of unconditional love, a pure love that's not contaminated in any way. What the heck does that mean? We're going to have to dive into that. But if you don't have a sense of this notion of unconditional love or any of the ideas I present before you right here, there is no way you're going to have a good philosophical answer to this question that we are raising. What is love, philosophically speaking? To be more precise, our goal is to discover the fundamental nature of love. That is the ultimate goal. With that, we're not going to rest. We're going to find that. Oh, that's that passion there. And along the way, some might say, why are you studying that? Even some of you who study with me, who know I do regular philosophy, where I'll be looking at the problem of free will, determinism, aesthetics, nature of reality. Why would you be studying this? I believe that the study of love allows us to focus the techniques of doing philosophy in an area that is not so grand, not so out there. We all have emotions, and most people have some belief in love and hate. And if you could study that philosophically, the same methodology used here is the same one we use when we're studying reality. So I think that it's easier to work with this way. And at the same time, I'm a living philosopher. I'm the real McCoy. So I actually do this kind of study for my own self. So it's not just an exercise to make us allow us to do great philosophy, more generally, academically. Here are some benefits to derive from this particular discourse we're having. It will make you a better lover. Your significant other will be looking at you, because now you have a stronger sense of love and you're going to behave accordingly. Makes one emotionally more peaceful. When you go and grapple and trying to understand the emotion with your mind, you find a certain peace in this activity. I know from personal experience. Promotes the experience of unconditional love. As we come to the end of the discussion, eventually we'll be able to get our minds around the idea of unconditional love. And in that moment, we'll be an open vessel to experience that love. Develops one critical thinking skills. If nothing else, all of this is true, but this one's very, very important. We are looking at an emotion from different sides. And because we're looking at it intellectually, our critical thinking skills are going to come to the surface. Lastly, our emotional intelligence will automatically going to be exercised, like going to the gym and developing those biceps. Okay, coming and participating in the discourse is going to develop your emotional intelligence. What's required is that you actually engage in the discussion and the thinking yourself. So as I begin to focus on this topic, I'm going to be doing philosophy trying to answer the question, what is love? I want you to come along this journey by you at home doing the exact same thing. If you think there is a different approach to resolving this, to approach this particular problem, what is love? Please share it in the comments below. At the same time, when I do philosophy, I'm always looking for the benefits. What's the result? Why would I be talking about these things if it's just for an intellectual academic work? Now, I do the academics. I'm a professor of philosophy. I can do that as well. But when I'm doing living philosophy, the philosophy of real life, I always want to know what's in it for me. What's the bottom line? And this particular topic has a lot of benefits individually for me and for all of you who actually decide to participate in it. So this is the general structure. When I come online to continue this series, I'll be focused on different aspects of this particular chart in front of you. I do not know how long it will take, but it doesn't really matter because we're going deep diving, and deep diving sometimes takes some time. So, what is love, philosophically speaking? I would say that it's, I hesitated for a second, but the idea of philosophy is finding fundamental truth. So we all have our own definitions of love. We can say what love is. I love my cat, I love my dog. But we're trying to get a sense of it, which goes beyond our mere opinion. And it will be valid for anyone that looks at this work in this intellectual way. I would like you to come along this journey. If you have a different format you'd like to share about how to approach a topic, or even some topic I should consider, in my previous video, there were some great ideas that came forth. And I certainly will be discussing some of those ideas as we go forward. So right now, I would like to tell you, hello, have a wonderful day. And remember, if anyone asks you, if they ask you, who is your favorite philosopher, make sure you tell them, yes, yes, yes. No, not Plato, not Plato. The other guy, Alan McPhee.